Sorry about that, guys. Wrong intro. What a start to a new venture. Oh my god. My apologies, guys. I tried to upload the wrong one. Tried to upload the new video that we've just done to stick in for a new live intro for a new section, which is going to be coming from myself and exclusively Choi. Oh, that was a great start, wasn't it? Never mind. Apologies all. Apologies Kev. Apologies Ryan. Wrong intro clip still added from Lee's live on last Sunday. So basically, guys, what this is all going to be about and what we're going to be doing is bringing to you some behind the scenes footage from here, my new work, my new place of employment, exclusively Choi, down at Retford. Obviously there will also be some footage and stuff coming from Sidcup as well in the very near future, but today is just a little bit of behind the scenes to show you what's going on and what we've got planned and new projects that we're on with and what we're up and doing over these next coming 6 weeks while Ryan is out there over in Japan. So basically what we've got is Poly 2 at present has 1, 2, 3, 4 grow-on ponds and 1 Nisai holding pond. And that pond, the far end fourth one, is a smaller half size of the ones that you can just see here there behind me. So we're in need of more fish to be grown on. We want to make sure that we're able to make sure that we can sorry about that, guys. We, for some reason, it's not going live to both destinations, so it's trying to reconnect. Hopefully, you can still hear us. If you can, do us a huge favour, guys. Put us a quick thumbs up in the comments so that I know that I'm coming back through to you. It should be going live from here now, straight to my channel and live to exclusively Choi's Facebook. But for some reason, it says it's not doing and it disconnected. So trying to reconnect it back up so that it's running on both. Fingers crossed it is. Right, as I was saying before that technical issue, what we're trying to do is we're trying to bring on some more new grow-on ponds for all the new stock that we'll be getting coming in back into this year to obviously allow us to have more room and more space for growing them on. So what we've done, or what we're in the process of doing, and if I can work out now how to fathom this one around and go to the camera settings, we should be able to switch that around, back camera. Now you guys should be able to see what's going on there. Fingers crossed this is going to come through, and I've just done that right as well. Yeah, there you go. Right, so this was one of our small toe-side holding ponds, and again, and again, and again. And what we're in the process of doing is taking out these dividing sections. Now, this is the old platform where the filtration, such as these towers that we've got here, like on number 30, 29, 28, 27 and 26, and those two tower systems used to have one on there for that pond, one on here for this, and so on and so on. Now, this section, with all these heater controls, we're getting the heating company guys out again. They're going to be capping these off up there, taking them off, blanking them off, and then these are going to be made reused, these two sections, in another project that I'll show you in a second. So this dividing wall that we've got here is going to be coming out. That decking board there will be moved and shifted down to the bottom end, and then this decking board will be staying in situ, and this one will be coming out completely, leaving one filter system to go out this side, no filters because that'll be gone, one filter system to go on that side, and then that one opposite, vice versa. And that's for a temporary process while we would make use of the original filter systems, which what we have at present is bottom drain, goes straight out through bottom drain, round through, up through the heater exchange there, through the UV, into a trickle tower, through sponge mechanical filtration, and then through 2 trays of pumice stone, and then returns back to the pond. So temporarily, that's what we'll be having, and that's what we'll be doing, and that's what we'll be using on here till such time as we might be having some new filter systems made for these grow-on ponds and for these grow-on ponds as well. And I'll show you quickly just so you can see. We've got this one in here with the Nisai in it, and those are all the Nisai stock that's in there. This pond now at the moment and at present is completely empty, and when this has been my next job for this afternoon, and this one here as well, and this one here as well, what we're going to be doing is completely pumping all these out. These have been left for 3 or 4 days running with Virkon in, as is this, as is this. This one also had been, this one also had been, and this one also had been. So what we're going to be doing is pumping a little bit of this fresh water out of there, because we just filled one up. We want to keep the liners in there nice and taut so that they don't go baggy or anything. I want to pump a bit of this into there, and then a bit of this into there, just to bring all three up to about halfway level. But back to this project is to produce bigger toe size so we can get them in, select through them, grade through them, and then grow them on in these 2 extra ponds. But in doing that, we've lost 2 ponds. So these are all going to be hopefully replaced with the filter systems as well, and going to be used as 6 total grown ponds. But just inside this little bit inside here as well, in the new koi house, we have a new section that's going in, and we have a new pond. So we're only technically losing one at present, and we've got the new pond which is just being built, which is going to be for housing some of the stock that we would have normally housed in the 2 ponds down there that we, sorry, the 4 ponds down there that we're now turning into 1. So there's been quite a lot of changes since I started here, and I'm not meaning because of me, but since I've started here there's been a lot of changes. There's been these 6 new external ponds that have been built, and these are for taking the fish from inside and cooling them down for like when we're going to shows, or when there's customer stock going out, or there's large orders when people have bought whole, 150 fish worth. We'll take out half the water from in the vat that they're in, pump them into here, and then the fish are moved out and covered over so that they can gradually cool down and acclimate to everyday temperatures. We've had a new office built and constructed by yours truly. So we now have a nice little office for us all to be working in. We're in dual monitor system there, Ryan's system over here, and obviously all Ryan's trophies and awards that he's been given. And we've also had a new little kitchen fitted and done by yours truly, and all that's now in situ. So we've got somewhere we can dine, and that's the heater system that we've got, which runs and keeps every single pond up to temperature. So as we've got so far, this is the process and this is everything that is going on. Can see you, what? And hear you. Thank you very much, appreciate it. Gaz, yep, we can hear you and see you. Brilliant, thank you very much, mate, appreciate that. Put another meter, put another pound in the meter, is that one? Yeah, that was a bit of a technical issue, and all it's straight off the bat and all with wrong bloody music over the top of it and wrong intro. And it took me a long time to fathom it out on the actual phone as to where that setting is and that thing was, so I could turn it off. Right, let's go back to the camera. Spin this right round and have it back to front facing. Hopefully that one has worked. Yes, sweet. Right, so yeah, with the new projects and the new jobs and everything that we've got going on, there's a lot of time now for me to get all these done, not just me and Andy, to get all these done and finished and completed in the 6-week period whilst Ryan's away in Japan picking out absolute bangers and belters for all you guys. So we've got to get the plumbers in first so that we can get the pipe work, which you can see running all the way along there. That is the heater system, which I just pointed out, showed you in the kitchen area. That supplies and heats up every single pond throughout the whole complex, apart from the 6 vats outside, which are never going to be used. They're just literally there so that they can be used for cooling fish off and moving them out. So the job that we've got to do is we've got to strip back all this timber work on these and all these deckings off and the pipe work removed, and then all the insulation, sorry, the what do you call it, underlay will be removed from the walls and the blockwork. The middle blockwork walls will be removed out of each one, but obviously we've got to do this and do it carefully because we don't want to loosen up any of the main structure of the wall. So we've got to make a still saw cut down from each side and then break out that wall and then grind back those spaces so they're nice and flush. And then we're going to reline the ponds again, and then, sorry, re-underlay the ponds again and then reline them all. So these 4 will become 2. Then on top of that, we've got to go and finish and complete this one where the sections of the pipe work, which you can see just there over my shoulder, those will be recommissioned and taken inside the new koi house, so that particular little koi vat in there as well has got heat to it as well. So those are all bits and bats that got to be done. It's got to get painted up, fresh coat of paint on outside, like the same as the office building wall there. And then once we've got all that done, we need to line it all out, make up a new filter system, and then that is going to be put into situ. And I think we're going to be moving as Tamasaba and any other customers' fish that would like us to, keep them or hold them for a period of time till such time as they're ready for collecting. We've got Mark Childs that says, afternoon guys, afternoon all, good afternoon Mark, hope you're well bud. So, over the next upcoming weeks, those are going to be the jobs that we're on with, but on top of that, I need to show you what we've got going on in here. What we've got going on in here is preparation for all the new stock that's coming in. So we'll spin this back round again, show you what's going on with this koi house. We'll go back to the back camera, hopefully fingers crossed, that's it. Right, so as you can see from this end, it's quite quiet up here now. There's not much in here at all. In fact, I go as far to say this is a bit of an inside for you. This particular vat has been running since Monday with Vercon in, and that comes all the way through the complete filter system. So we're totally annihilating everything in there, and every one of these vats that I'm about to show you is exactly the same process. These have all been done. This has been jet washed out, and I've just got to pump this remaining water out and then top it up above the bottom drain there, because these vats have a tendency of moving and shifting about a bit if you leave them empty. Where you can see exactly what I'm talking about will be here with this one. You see how that one's lifted up? So I've got to get all the gravel out from around here, remove it all, and then once I've removed all that, level it back up again. Hence the reason why there's only a little bit of water in there, because that needs to be pumped out and got cleared off. But that's had the same process. Full system dropped, All the tower and all the media has been taken out. It's been jet washed out. It's been cleaned out with Vercon. All the media has been blitzed and, you know, soaked as well. And so has the matting that's in the top. And all those have been taken out, jet washed through, sorted out and popped back in. So all those systems have all been decontaminated, so to speak. Again, same with this one. So we've got 1, 2, 3 empty vats, 4, 5, 6 completely empty vats. And this is what they'll look like with a little bit of water back in, fresh, clean, and then done and ready for the influx of new stock. Same with this one, being done, just needs to be vacked out. This one, these stock are going to be getting moved and shifted into one of the vats further down. This stock here is some that we've moved from out the tanks up top and put in here, and hence the reason why they're covered up, so we don't get anybody that wants to try jumping out, because you start moving fish about, the first thing they start wanting to do is start climbing up where the air stones are, and they try jumping out, and then next thing you know, you've got losses. This one is our sales vat at present, which we're anybody that's got fish that are coming to collect, i.e. there's a gentleman coming today to pick some up, and there's 2 fish in there that are going out to be delivered as well this afternoon, so I've got to get them packed up. This one, again, same situation, we'll just bang this back on, and this is now going to get a quick flick back round again, flick tidy back out, pump out this water that's starting to go green again, and then it'll be getting filled back up. This stock is now some of the tail end, not the tail ends, but some of the remaining torsi that we've got, of which I've just done 50 videos of all this lot in this basket, ready for our WhatsApp auction this coming Friday. We've got a whole load of kahaku in here, which is the last of the kahaku, ginrin and non-ginrin. They're the last batch of them, and there is the odd 1 or 2 sankers in there as well. And all those eventually will be migrating to the bottom end of this tank. We've got a Zaragoza, so for all those that are watching and going to be watching again tonight, there will be 5 of these fish, and they'll be taken out of here. There'll be a video of them, and they'll be done, and they will be going up for a buy it now price of $125. So if anybody is interested, what I will be doing is picking 5 of the very best out of there, and I will be putting them on the live tonight, showcasing them, and they will be available if anybody's interested in at 125 quid a pop. Then we've got some of the NND Shuru Atsuris, which are little toe-side grow-ons. And then this vat at present is empty. And the reason why this one is empty is Kev's just taken all the stock out of there and everything that's gone down to his. So that now gives me the opportunity, once I've sold these fish, or whatever fish do sell, I can take those fish from that net, release the others back into the main area, and those sold fish can go in there and they can be prepped and ready and got ready for people that want to come and collect. We've got some high quality, excuse me, Shinoda Hiatsuris. Absolutely lovely. Getting quite friendly as well, but more likely the fact that they're really hungry and they want feeding. Down here again, we've got a whole batch of showers, which have I've got to go through, photograph, video and record, and those will be going onto the Exclusively Koi website, available for purchase. And then again, a last little batch of a mixed bunch of little toe size, which again I will be cycling through these over the next coming 6 weeks and selling them and putting them on the WhatsApp group. So there's a little bit of an update, but the reason why we're doing what we're doing, and we're doing all this, moving all the fish from the top of the koi house down to the bottom end, is this is his remaining stock. And everything that comes in then, other than these 6 vats, will be all the new stock and a new housing area for the new stock that might be coming in from Japan, because obviously Ryan's going to be picking up new stuff and sending out new batches. Stuff will be getting back and sent back to us, and we need clean, decontaminated, spotless, fresh systems. So when we get these tanks up and running, they'll have PSP bang through, and we'll bang in a few fish just to, just to get them up and running and get them cycled for any new stock which will be coming in then in the very near future. On top of that, the new torsi and stuff that we'll be having coming in towards the end of the year. Let's switch this camera back around. He says, it's been a while since I've done this, guys, on the mobile phone, and it ain't as easy. You soon forget just what needs to be done. There we go. Fingers crossed you can see it again. So yeah, fair few projects up and coming. In the very near future, we will have 2 new more grow-on ponds, and then the new small housing area, which will be for these guys down here, the Tamasabas that we've got. Pocket hand grenades, as I like to call them. But yeah, we've got a whole, this is the only one on the right hand side of Poly 2 that's actually running. And there are a couple of clients fishing here, as well as Ryan's little Tamasabas that we've got full house together. The last one that's running on this left hand side. And then obviously the 3 other grown ponds. Let's see what I get there. Sarah says, when will you hopefully be getting your new stock? This is the question, Sarah. I believe it's going to be throughout. I would say after the 6-week period that Ryan, but I don't know for sure. I don't know if there might be any stuff that'll be getting sent back over early doors. I don't know. Regardless to whenever it comes, he'll have to go through quarantine processes, procedures beforehand, before anything can be made available or picked up or collected or sold on. So they'll all be coming in, going through a quarantine, which is 6 to 7 weeks. Once they've gone through the quarantine procedures, hopefully, fingers crossed, everything's hunky-dory, and then they'll be going out to clients or customers that have bought and purchased. Now, I don't know if it's November or December time, Kevin Ryan might be going back out to Japan again and picking up and purchasing new stock, which was pretty much what I got involved with right back last year, just before our trip to Japan. So hopefully, I would imagine that toe size stock wise will be in and around that time, but I'm sure Kev or Ryan will inform me and let me know if that's anything different. This size stock that's coming through, I'm not 100% sure. I don't think it'll be within the 6-week period that is over there. I would have thought more than likely it will be arranged to be shipped out back over here once he's returned, I would have thought. Excuse me. But yeah, been a busy morning. 50 photos, 50 videos and a bowl video. Oh, look at that, this coming on. Look at that for the bowl. Absolutely massive. So we got a nice new video bowl for doing his pictures and his videos in. That thing's huge. Takes some right further as well. And then when we're doing smaller little bits and bats, we use the smaller straightforward standard bowl. So I've done a bowl video in there with 50 fish in it and transferred each fish into that one to do a little individual video for the WhatsApp. Got all that done. This afternoon, what I'll be doing is it's all going to be getting set up and prepped and ready, and I'll be finishing off tomorrow is the remaining tanks that I showed you just in there that need to be jet washed out, well, pumped out. All the water's going to waste because obviously it's got Virkon in there and we don't want that going or going in near any water courses or any environment, so that's all going to waste. We're going to pump all those out. Once we've got all them pumped out, we're going to jet wash them out, but I can only do one at once. With the heat and the warmth in here, even though it is starting to cool off a little bit now, it's still damn warm in here. And if you leave these liners, they start to shrink back a little bit. So I'm going to do one, get it all jet washed out, pop out the little the little bottom drains. I don't know if you can see them just down there. Pop out the little disc cap. Once I've removed that little disc cap, give it a good back out and clean out down the pipework, and once I've done that, then clean it all off, dry it all off, and rebond back in the bottom drain caps. Once I've done that, give it about an hour or two, let the product flash off, and then I can get them filled back up. So I don't want to empty too many too quick because it's a long process from filling them back up with. Hence the reason why I filled this one overnight on a nice steady little trickle in, and then that one then is easier because I can pump from there into this one, from that one and into the third one, and fill them all up to about halfway. Stops the liners from shrinking, stops them from, you know, pulling away or getting any damage into them. So that's the process of what I'll be doing down there. Oh, and I tell you what, guys, you've got to have this thing is mint. Let me show you this. For a relatively reasonably priced, and it is reasonably priced. Let me spin this round. I think, if memory serves, I think Andy said this was about 160 odd quid or something like that. The Pond Expert. Now, we're not this is no promotion or anything like that, but I think credit where credit's due. Is something that's good and worth using. I'm seriously, well, yeah, mine's going, and I'm upgrading and buying myself one of these because it's brilliant. This vacuum cleaner, literally, when you go across the bottom of your pond area to vac it all off. Now, bearing in mind, guys, this has all been jet washed off, and these have been in for years and years and years, these liners. So not everything comes off, and it doesn't come absolutely spot on. Most of it's clean, but there are some areas where it just doesn't come up 100%. But when you vac it out with that vac, with the attachment on that you can see just there, it pumps to waste, and we can drop it down into the drainage channel there, and it'll go straight to waste. But it's a continuous run. This thing runs continuously, and it's absolutely brilliant. But it doesn't just vac your surface out and leave it, you know, a little bit damp. It's bone dry. It literally sucks the water off it bone dry. It's absolutely brilliant. In fact, if you're not careful, it drags the liner on these ponds out a little bit because it tries to pull them off the blockwork. So you've got to be careful. It's got some proper good suction to it. So if anybody's interested in a little pond vac, have a look at that one, guys, because that, for what it is, for its price, at 170 odd quid, I'm sure it's something like that, is absolutely brilliant. Well worth the investment. What's the WhatsApp? The WhatsApp is exclusively toys. WhatsApp sales, mate. Oh, now then. I can't drop a link in here because I need this phone to get the link. Or should I say it's on my work phone to get the link. But what I will do is this evening, if there's anybody watching the Thursday Night Live, I will drop the link in there for anybody that would like to be involved or join the group. Basically, it's just where we do online sales in a little WhatsApp group for exclusively toy sales. Excuse me, a little bit hoarse. So yeah, there you go, mate. If you're watching tonight, what koi is on the live? What koi is it on the live tonight, mate? It's Aragoki. That shows me that you weren't watching last week. Wait. Yeah, Aragoki, mate. All types of Aragoki. Buy all types of Aragoki. I mean, if you've got an Aragoki Kahaku, if you've got an Aragoki Hiyosuri, whatever it may be, or just a random Aragoki that you don't know what it is. We're looking at all types of Aragoki. I nearly said Arawaki then. Excuse me. We're putting this hose pipe out of the way. So that's the future projects that we've got coming up, and it's not going to be, it ain't going to all be about me, and this ain't going to be all just me doing it. We're going to be having Kev involved, we're going to be having Ryan involved, not for 6 weeks because he's playing in Japan, lucky bugger, but we will all be putting out content. There'll be bits that we'll be doing it. Yes, it's going to be shared to my channel. Thanks to Kev and Ryan for allowing me to do so. And also it's going to be going and being put out there onto exclusively toys, and fingers crossed it's still running on the Facebook channel as well. I hope it is, or I'm going to get shot. So that's what we've got, that's what we're on with. Those are the projects. I've just bought Pond Vac. Hang about, can't see. I've just bought Pond Vac, and I'm going to use it for the first time today. Sweet. Now then, I better get rid of that comment. I've put it full screen now. I'm done. There we go, that's better. I tell you what, honestly, that pond back is absolutely brilliant. It doesn't leave a drop, not even a drop of anything behind. It clears a lot out. And it's really easy to service and maintain too. Right, didn't watch last week. Couldn't remember, slept since yesterday. Don't you mean Ryan's gone away to play? Why have I only seen part of the comments? Budgie Pond Keepers this afternoon. Andrew Moore's this afternoon. Or this is hard when you're doing it on your mobile phone. Need a bigger screen, guys. This is well hard. Slept since then, alone last week. For some reason, that little pound sign there, the little dollar sign, sticks right over the top of comments, which is well stupid. But yeah, so this is what we're going to be doing. What we're going to be doing and what we're going to be producing is little bits of, I mean, for example, when we're doing projects like this and when we're going through preparation like this, verconning all the systems out, completely decontaminating all the ponds and starting them all again, it's so that when new stock comes in, we know 100% there's nothing left behind, there's no parasite issues, there's no problems. So when those fish come in, we know that they've had a fresh start into a fresh system and 100% guaranteed. With the amount of vercon that we're wanging in, guys, it's like a pool party, pool foam party. We end up with a great big massive dome of froth bubbling away like crazy, and we leave it running for 4 or 5 days, and then once we've done that, we pump it all out, jet wash it all out, strip down the tower systems as I've already said, vercon out all those, give them a good vercon out inside the filter boxes and get them all cleaned and prepped, bang it all back on, build it all back up, and then we just refill with fresh water. Once we've refreshed with the fresh water, that's just purely to keep the vats in place and the liners in place. When the new stock arrives, when we get word that the new stock's arriving, what we'll do is pump that remaining water out, bang it in with fresh, in with some PSB, get the systems up and running in preparation then for the new stock coming in. So it's just basically to show you guys what we do and what we get involved with. Even as much as, for example, right, what we do and what I've done today. I've been doing some fish videos. Now I've got the fish videos done and complete. I have a sock and 2 pan nets, and every time we've used them, so they're not going from one vat to another vat to another vat to another vat. These stock, these pan nets, the sock get taken out. And this is what we were talking about the other week when Colin was taking the mick a little bit and said, yeah, that's it. You could do, if you've got any problems, just dry it out and then everything will be no more of an issue. Well, what I meant was, and we've got these products and we're done with them. We leave them in this. And this is a vat. I'll show you. Oh, right, there we go. We'll leave them in this, fully submerge them, run a bit of water through them all as well, leave them in there, and then leave these to soak for a couple of hours. Once we're done with that, we take them out and we hang them up here. So we've got a soft nets, which we use for holding fish in. We've got smaller ones, we've got some meter ones, we've got some 800mm ones, and then we've got some 600 by 600 black ones as well. But all these go through there, or they'll get jet washed off and then go through there and then hung up here to dry out completely. That way then anything that was in there, and this gets changed every week, and we run neck on S, 3/4 half a cup goes into that little vat. We drop her in there, rinse all this out, clean it all out first, drop half a cup in, top it back up with fresh water, and that gets done every Monday morning. That's first job. First job every Monday morning. That all gets changed. These all get a fresh dip in them. They all get hung back up to dry, and then throughout the rest of the week we keep dropping them. Whenever we've used one, it goes straight in there. Same with the socks and all the rest of it. And then when we've done the socks get hung back up on here. The pan nets go back up on here. So that we've got pan nets and socks for in that koi house. And as you'll see in here, pan nets and socks for in this koi house. That way then there's nothing cross-contaminated back and forth from one pond to another. And it's all decontaminated every single use, every single time. And that's one of my first jobs every Monday morning. I'm just spinning this back around. Hopefully you can see me again. Right, so there we go. But yeah, the idea behind this is coming to a quieter section for us right now, but it also gives us the opportunity to get through some projects that we want to do. But I thought it might be quite interesting for you guys to have a see what goes on down here and what we actually get up to and what we're involved with. So hopefully, fingers crossed, just to clear then, it's all types of Aragoka. Yes, Mary, just to clear me. Well, there was that thing, wasn't there, with Mr. Tate, when Mr. Tate turned around and said the other day, what is an Aragoka? Now, to be completely honest, I haven't even had chance or time to do any research into what is an Aragoka. But we've got a batch of Aragokas in there, and there are several different looking types. Some of them are full scale, large scale, some of them aren't. So I'm not 100% sure what determines an Aragoka. So I'm going to find it quite interesting this evening to see just what is classed as Aragoka, whether it's just large scales completely covered, or whether or not, yeah, there you go, the vat full of them in here. These are all our Aragoka from Toshinobu. Some it's all that right weird name, I can never remember it. Ikarashi Toshinobu, I think. Something like that. But they're all our Aragokis that I'm going to be entering tonight, and I'm going to try to pick a couple, 5 different varieties, or 5 different colours, but with a different type of scalation, and see if they are all classed as Aragokas. Hopefully Mr. Tate will educate us, so we'll see. But yeah, that's all. That's later on this evening. That's the next task, the next job I'll be doing once I get home. But as of yet, I've been fitting a new bathroom suite, and I haven't had much chance to be able to do anything else other than trying to get that work done and completed. So I had a chance to sit at PC and do the bits and bats I needed to do. Hence the intro not working as well, because all these little buttons, they're like millimetres in size from me be able to see to be able to click on them. And yeah, I thought I'd removed them so I could just start the live without an intro, because I hoped it'd do. And then the new intro that we've got and we're in the process of making, I added, and we're going to do another one, an official one, in the very near future to have as an intro for this behind the scenes section for everybody to enjoy what happens down here, what happens on working in a koi farm, because it's pretty non-stop, all day, every day. If you've not got much to do, you can always find something to do. There's always plenty to be getting on with, even if it's just a case of giving everything a good clean and giving everything a good filter out and doing the filter system. They've all got to be looked after, they've all got to be maintained, they've all got to be done, and they've all got to be fed. What goes in's got to come out, so you've got to keep up to it. So, there's that. Shad's Koi says, afternoon, Gaz. Good afternoon, mate. Thank you for joining us. So hopefully, this will become maybe a weekly thing. It won't be on a Thursday. That much I do know. But it might be Tuesdays or Wednesdays or whatever. Monday's too busy because we get everything done and sorted out from the weekend prior. So it'll probably be either a Tuesday, Wednesday thing or a Friday thing, but it's going to become a regular thing. Might not be weekly, it might be fortnightly, but it's something that we're all going to be getting involved in. So hopefully, fingers crossed, there'll be the likes of Ryan and Kerry that I can go through. You know, when we're going through a ball of fish and we're grading through them, Ryan can talk you through what he's looking for, what he's looking at, what he's picking, why he's picking them, why he's rejecting stuff, things like that. So it's a little bit of interest for you guys when you're out there and you're going around and you're trying to pick up some new stuff and you're trying to buy some fish yourself. You're going to get some inside, not so much trade secrets or anything like that, but more along the lines of tips that will help you when looking to pick and grade or selecting through your own fish, that type of thing. So busy at the moment with a little bit of both. Busy but quiet. Quiet enough to be able to get the projects done that we need to do, but busy enough that we need to get them done because they need to be turned around in a 6 weeks sort of completed, hopefully, before Ryan gets back. That's the idea. And the other bit that we will be doing with these ponds, doing this again, so you can see back camera. Okay, there we go. Right, so as you can see, these are 3 course above, and these are only 2 course. And this is going to be a topic we're going to have a chat about tonight. Blockwork, building a pond, why people insist that ponds should be laid flatways, not on the 4-inch, and laid them the other way. Because you can see, guys, right, every one of these ponds here is all built on the 4-inch. And these are holding 150, I don't know, 1,500 litres, if not more, or gallons should have said. So they've plenty of strength in them. And these have been stood here, and Ryan's dad's built the other ones and the new one in there, and they've been stood for 20 plus years. So it works. So why do we invest more time and energy into doing them the other way, 4-inch ways or flat ways, laid flat, block side down? Is there a need? Anyway, that's another topic for this evening. But this one, once all these decking timbers are off and all these boards are off, all these are going to be brought up an extra course, so that they'll be the same volume and literage as these ones. And we've had a lot of success in growing these fish on. And if you're wondering why, guys, that one's covered up, again, same thing, this is covered up just because there are some stock that's been moved in there and we've grown them on. And last thing we want is anything happening to any of them fish and jumping out back. But just to give you a bit of an example, hopefully, let's see if we can get these guys to come up. All these fish have been grown on from, this sort of size, and are now pushing 35s, 33 to 35 cm, and they've not been pushed hard, guys. They've not had stupid amounts thrown on. The filtration systems that we have are only basic and simple, so we don't push them too much. If we push too much, then we end up with a lot of manky water, and fish aren't happy in it, so they just get steady feed, on feeder. Let's see if we can, let's just whiz one of these back so you can have a look at these ones in here. But there's nothing wrong with the fish in any way, shape or form. There were just some stock that were moved, and while they were moved, we didn't want anything jumping from out of here. So we got a mixture of chags, a couple of Yamatanishkis, some Aragokis, which these are the ones I'm not allowed to touch, but I really would like to because it's stunning. Some beauties in here, some beautiful chags. Look at Aragokis here, look at that. That's my favourite one, this one. It's absolutely stunning. But yeah, just being left covered up so that they don't have any issues and we don't have any jumpers while we've moved some stock from here into here. That's all. We get them covered back up just in case. I don't want to be the one that's responsible for losing anybody's potentially purchased fish. But yeah, it's just a precautionary thing that we do when we've moved stock. After a day or two, and they've chilled back out in there again, they'll be allowed to go back to have the covers off, because obviously we don't want to be leaving them too long and not getting too much, not getting the UV that they require. But again, all these fish have been selected through, and I've gone through these with Ryan, and I think 3 or 4 times we've graded through them. The fish that we've got, some of the fish that are in the other polytunnel just in there are some of the stuff that we graded these from, and all that kind of thing, selected them through and then banged them in. These are Ryan's pets, beauties in there, and then obviously the Tamasaba that we've got down here at the end one, which is again a couple of clients' fish in there with some of the Tamasaba that is all got together to go in one big batch. But yeah, bringing these up one full block to give us 2 more ponds and 2 more areas to grow more fish on. And that's just the start. That's just the start of the projects that we've got coming. There might be even more bigger changes yet, but you'll have to tune in and keep watching to find out. But the next one, the next project that me and Andy are going to be doing over these course of is these ones here. I'm finishing this one off inside here. For all those that might not have seen it earlier on, this was the project that we did midsummer, concreted all this bib off, and then we built all these external ponds for housing fish in and cooling them off. But this one, obviously, because we're taking 2 out over there, we're losing 1, in fact we're losing 2 by taking the 4 into 2. This one has been built up, ready for liner in. Filter system's going to be going on again like these, same system we run on everything, simple. Oh, I forgot to show you these. These are some of the other ones that we've grown on as well. A good old batch of decent sized fish and nice stock in there as well. This is the remaining of this side, other than what Ryan's got in that other pond that we were just showing you in Poly2. And this one, they're all sold, gone. So it's been, again, same thing. It's been dropped, get washed out, decontaminated, run Vercon through the system, bottom drain cover off, cleaned out, put back on, full system dropped down, cleaned up. And then we added the new aeration system on the back wall there, each tapped off, 3 into each, dropped into each one, which I did a little shot on the other week. Right, let's see. Gaz, can you try not do this slide the same time as Vince does his? Don't make me choose between you, because I can't, mate. One sec, let's put this back. Camera. Front camera. There we go. Nobody needs to choose between me and Vince, and I don't give a rat's ass when anybody else is online, mate. I'm going to go live when I go live, and it's going to go when it goes and it suits us. If it clashes with Vince, then may the best man win. If somebody wants to watch Vince, they can watch Vince. It's not about that, mate. For me, it's not about getting subscribers. It's not about getting the views. It's about getting the content out there. It's about people seeing what's going on. It's about people learning a little bit of something. And if I can help people get a little bit of knowledge within the koi industry, from being in the koi industry now, that's what it's about. People will always go to whoever they favour, one way or the other. So you don't need to choose, mate. You can always watch it on catch up. You can always watch it afterwards if you want to watch Vince live. So there you go. There's a solution to every problem, mate. It's always going to be on the channel. It's not going to be something I'll ever take down. So it'll be there for anybody to watch whenever they want to watch, whether they want to tune in live or whether they want to watch it on catch up later. So it's not an issue. So yeah, that's the plan. I did try to do this the other day, and that went completely wrong as well. I tried to tune in and get this going to both places, but for some reason it didn't. So I'm hoping this is working both on Facebook and on YouTube. Or otherwise, I've done something completely wrong. So, fingers crossed. I'm going to have to go back and check it and see. I hope it is. But yeah, that's the new change. Oh, well, I suppose one other thing I forgot to show you, but I'll show you from rather than spinning camera around. Just behind me, you can see we've got that bit there, which is his new jet washing area, and then we've got a little racking system and a little storage system, which we was going to use this as a photo booth, but the lighting just wasn't working out and wasn't right. So now we're going to put a pair of doors on there, and that's going to be a little storage area so that we can get plenty of other bits and bats. So one of my other tasks in the 6 weeks while riding away is to get this photo booth area in here looking a little bit more smarter, for the want of a better word. It's functionable, it's practical, but these pipes that you can see above the bed, we can always see them in the videos that we're doing, and that's something that we're not happy about because we don't want to be able to see them. So what we want to do is we want to have this cover, but get it so it's covering this cover, so you can see there, guys. So you see those pipes above the bed. We want to make it so that we can have here a little section where we can drop it down, so we can, because when the sunlight comes through, we get a lot of glare from the water that way, and then we get a lot of the reflection from these on the top. So I'm going to come up with making some kind of a frame system that we can pin up them and put some blackout canvas in, so that we get a nice dark blacked out environment for when we're doing the photos and videos. So yeah, loads of up and coming projects, loads of stuff we're getting on with. Hopefully there'll be some content to come from down at Sidcup as well, and Kev will be sharing with us, because we can get him to join on the live, click on his camera and show us around down there, so he can showcase his off and his stuff that he's got down there and all that kind of thing. So this being the first one as a little tester, and then more of a regular thing to come. Lebo Coy says, is any of you off to the Birmingham Toy Show this weekend? I don't think I am, mate. I would like to, as I've missed so much the changes with things that's gone on, things that have happened. I've missed a lot of stuff, and I've got to get this work done. I've got to get this work done because it's well overdue, and unfortunately, something's got to give. And I'm only one man, and I can only spread myself so far. I've got to go to work for a living, and I've also got to maintain my house and the property to make sure that it gets the things that it needs to do. And I'm almost finished on the bathroom suite, and a couple of weeks off, and I'm straight into the kitchen. So I don't think I'll be making it this weekend. I'd like to. Might possibly be able to go either one of the days, Saturday or the Sunday, but I'll have to have a word with the other half and see what she thinks, or whether or not we've got the grandkids this Friday. Because if we have, and we've taken the grandkids back, then the rest of the day we'll be doing the bathroom, and then the Sunday we'll be chill out and relax. So I don't think I will be doing that. I doubt it. But yeah, that's the idea, guys. That's what we're on with. You just see Andy there in the background. We don't want to be on camera, so you might not see so much of him. But I am gonna. I really do want to get him to do one thing, because he's fitted all these liners to all these ponds in the past, and I swear to God, guys, the quality that he's done in fitting those liners, I thought they were box rolls. And it wasn't until I started jet washing them out that I realised that they were a folded liner that he's fitted himself. And I think that would be an interesting video for anybody that's actually doing a liner, as to how, how neat and tidy you can actually get them when you really know what you're doing. So hopefully, fingers crossed, when we do the big ones, you don't mind going live and being on that live on the day that's done. because that'd be cool to get you out there and show you guys so you can see just how he's done them, because he's done them brilliant. So much so, they were so neat, so tight in corners, that I had to cut them out with a Stanley blade to remove them. Isn't that good of a job? But that's the project, that's what we've got ongoing, guys. That's going to be it for this one. A short and sweet little live. They aren't going to be massive long things. I'm not going to be putting hours and hours and hours into it. Just one, I've been given the permission to do this while I'm at work. But you don't buy the hand that feeds, don't take the piss too much. And that way then I can always do something time and time again. So we can make this as a ongoing section from our channel for you guys to see. And for you, stuff like shipment days when new stock coming, stuff like that. Grading videos where we're going through them all. How to take a photo, how to record a fish, how to take a photo of a fish. Little sections that we can put together and show you guys the best way. For example, bagging a fish, the right way to bag a fish if you wanted to have a go at showing, that kind of stuff. All the little everyday things that we do that might be interesting to you and something that you guys can learn from. So, until next time, guys. Thanks very much for joining us. Thanks very much for tuning in. Usual thing, guys, if you've been enjoying this kind of content, do us a huge favour. Like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend. Till next time, guys, keep smiling. And we'll catch you on the next one. Take care, all. I'll see you on soon. In fact, I'll see you 7:39 on the GKP Thursday Night Live. Catch you later.